perspectives. Boston is known for many things, including Paul Revere's ride, the Boston Tea Party, baked beans, and Celtic pride. The Celtics are a team not only with a rich history from the past, but are still making history today. I was able to sit down with team president Rich Gotham at the C-Suite conference in Boston. He is only the second president in team history, but how do you bring the core values of the past into the future without getting stuck living in the past? What does it truly mean to have Celtic pride, and what is it like answering to some of the most loyal and vocal customers? Join us for a conversation on the business of basketball.
Do you look at this like a product in itself? Or, I mean, do you sit back and say, well, yes, it's a team, and you've got these fans, I've got this identity, but I'm really selling a product. I'm selling a box of soap. I'm selling a cure for disease. Do you think of it in that? I mean, you got somebody that's operating like a product manager.
It's interesting because we're in a lot of different businesses, right? So ultimately, our product is the basketball team. If someone's the product manager for the basketball team, it's Danny Ainge. That rolls up into a bigger ecosystem, which is the overall business of basketball and the NBA, of which we're part of an ecosystem. It's a media business. We aggregate an audience through ticket sales, through television, and then we market that audience to advertisers and sponsors. So in many ways, that's what we are. We're in media and entertainment business. But what makes it different is particularly how we run our business. We're not running it for profit margins. We're running it to win championships. That's our goal. That's our mission. That's how we operate the business. So we can make decisions that aren't always just based on growing shareholder value. We can make decisions based on what's going to get us closer to a championship.
Is that because the condition of satisfaction with the ownership of the team says that's what I want you to do, and I don't care whether you do this or this, just make me a winner?
That's correct. I mean, our owners are in this to win. When you buy the Boston Celtics, you're buying into a championship legacy. They're local guys. They've got a tremendous amount of pride about wanting to deliver championships. And so there are years, in fact, when we won a championship, we lost money. But that's the price. You're more than willing to pay that. And so it's invest to win is our mantra.
So how often do you get this buy because you haven't been winning as much? I mean, I think it's a fair question to say if that's ultimately what you're supposed to be doing. Right. I would expect I'd want that every, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years?
Right. So, I mean, there's some pressure there, certainly. We're all impatient with regard to wanting to win now, particularly our fans and the media that covers us. But you have to be patient. So we've built a business that's, candidly, strong enough to allow us to have the patience to make the right moves and not make any moves based on knee-jerk reaction to, we've got to win today, because that's really what hurts you and sets you back. And there are franchises who operate that way, and you can see them as examples that you don't really want to follow. You got to be true to your principles, and for us, we know what it takes to win a championship, and we've got to make sure that we're making all the right decisions and smart decisions along the way. And we're not doing anything that caves to short-term pressure. But if you're going to do that, you have to be very clear in communicating to your constituencies, your fans, your media, your sponsors, how you're going about that. So clear and transparent communication as to how we're building that next championship contender, the steps we're taking in order to get there is really important.